Hey guys, it's Gail, and I'm making this video to show Linda what I do when I try to work on the feed dogs. Now, I want to say this machine I've never touched, so it is fully locked up, fully seized up. You can see, probably without me even zooming in, I see what appears to be the white residues of white lithium grease that's been used and hardened. It's just a mess. I've never worked on it. I've had it since early last fall, and it has sat in my garage, and I've just been parting it out. So what I do, I mean, obviously for Linda, I know your machine is in much better shape than this, but the setup is the same. And of course your bullet already moves, whereas mine does not. The lever, it won't move, nothing. And so what I do first on any machine, even really when it looks clean, is, and I know a lot of people have their own ways of doing things, and that's great. We all use different things, and what we've found that works for us, and others like other products better. My go-to is always alcohol. I keep it in a spray bottle. I use it liberally. I'm not afraid to use it liberally, except I don't when it comes to, of course, my black finished shellacked machines. I do use it down on the insides of those and for parts, but not ever on the paint. So back to this. Oh, and I want to show you real quick. Sorry, I'm moving. I buy this at my hardware store in a gallon jug. I wouldn't recommend using anything less than 91%. It evaporates faster, and you don't want that moisture left in there. In fact, even with this evaporating fast, I go ahead and blow it out with warm air from my blow dryer. I know someone told me too, not too long ago, that they even blow it out afterwards with their air compressor. So, handy dandy bottle of alcohol, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not afraid to use it liberally. Worst case scenario for me, I've never had bad luck with it. It's never harmed anything on these newer finishes. I don't purposely spray it on the paint. I always use simple green, and I don't have my bottle handy of that. But if you're not familiar with it, it certainly looks just like this. And it's green, and it says the name of it is Simple Green. That's what I use on the exteriors, the Simple Green. So anyway, back to the alcohol. I think worst case scenario for me is I'm wasteful, and I'm okay with that. So, because I do go back and mop up any excess, and I just don't leave it sitting there. But what I'm going to start doing right now is I'm going to just spray this. And I don't mess around with any Q-tips or droppers or anything like that. And the part that you want to reach, and I can see the grease all the way back there, which is sad because that's going to make it tougher for me, but this is what you're wanting to reach on yours. These parts, oh, my light. See if I can get my light better angled. These parts right back in here, you can see it has that white residue right there. Yeah, that's that lithium grease, and that's going to be a mess for me, but I'm not too worried about it because this is just a parts machine anyway. But I mainly wanted to show you what I do, and I will just spray this down liberally, like I said, let it so that it gets in all the grooves and nooks and crannies. Oops. And let me see if I can get up in there with my little headlamp too. Make sure I'm... So anyway, all of these mechanisms back here behind the bullet, and even this that I'm touching back here, it will, what I've done before, I'm hand holding this and I normally use a tripod, so I apologize about that. What I've done before is even take, but only after it's already moving, and see how that wants to move just a tiniest bit. And after I let that soak, apply some heat, I move, you know, I move all that. And just okay, the last video cut off and my phone told me I ran out of space. So I had to do some cleanup in my files, and I'm back again. So since then, all I did was move this bar, and the bullet moved, and that quickly last night, within like 15 minutes of spraying it down with alcohol. So you can see this moves now, but none of this moves, and it doesn't want to move even when I push on it. So when you have the feed dogs dropped, this should drop. And so you can tell it's still really locked up and gummy. I can forcibly move it down, see? And that's what it needs to do. And the only other thing, so all of these, and then once, pay attention to these, the movement of these parts right back here and in here. When I move this manually, and I'm not putting a lot of force, I'm just working it. And I could do this with my fingers, but it's just easier to do it this way. So that's what you want to do, and keep flushing it out with alcohol or whatever your choice of penetrant is. And